Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, sir. Welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good, I hope. I hope you have a great morning. Hope you have a great day all day, by golly. Little public service announcement to start off today. It's hunting season up here in Maine. If you're out in the country or you're going for a walk down a country road or something like that, wear your orange. If you're a hunter, be careful out there. Be sure you target. Good luck to you all and be safe. Let's have a safe hunting season. Let's get crag-lagging. If you're still holding on to something from 10, 20, 30 years ago, geez, let it go. Forgive the past, the people, the situation, whatever it was, and let it go so you can have peace. People change. You know, something happened 30 years ago and you're upset about that with that person, and that person's probably completely different now, and you're completely different. Let it go. I'm not saying you're going to be buddies with this person or these people or whatever again, but golly, let it go. The longer you hang on to something from the past, the longer you postpone your real happiness and your real peace. You can't have peace hanging on to something in the past, still being angry about it, still being upset about it, still holding resentments or grudges. As long as you have that stuff inside of you, you'll never be really happy. You'll never have peace. Because every time that comes up, it just brings up all that stuff, and boom, you're angry again. There's a couple of different stories I tell, when I'm talking about that. And this one in particular, I was at the eye doctor's, and this was years ago, and these two elderly ladies were talking, and they were going at it pretty good. And I heard one of them say, well, just tell him. And I went, oh, here we go. And I set my book down, and I was looking at a magazine. And I said, what's going on? She started telling me the story about one day she was on a corner, standing on the sidewalk, and this little Subaru went around the corner, had a canoe on it, and the canoe stuck out in the back, and it hit her in the head and knocked her over, and the little Subaru never stopped. And she was angry. I can't believe someone would knock down a little old lady and they wouldn't even stop. And she was going on and on and on. And the more she talked about it, the angrier she got. And I said, did you ever think that maybe he didn't even realize that happened? He didn't even know it happened? And she goes, well, I don't know. I said, I really can't imagine that somebody would do that and not stop. I would be willing to bet that person didn't even know that happened, and they just, otherwise they would have stopped. And I said, if they didn't, then karma will get them. That's just life. If you do something like that, you set consequences in action, and you can't stop them. And karma, he's paid for that many times over. And I said, I bet you don't even sleep at night thinking about, some nights I lay awake all night, I'm so angry. And I said, you know what that's going to do? That's going to give you high blood pressure, give you a heart attack, give you diabetes, cancer, something. The longer you allow that to stay inside of you, that anger and that sick, you're going to get sick. You are going to get sick. And what good is that doing you? That guy's probably sleeping like a baby and you're laying awake and you're making yourself sick. I says, it's time to let that go so that you don't have a heart attack or a stroke or something and get sick over that. And I talked to her like that for a while, and finally she said, you might be right. Maybe it's time to let that go. And I said, he probably didn't even know. And if he did, it's over and done with. It's been over and done with, and let it go. Just forgive him for your sake. And the other woman said, now tell him how long ago it was. And she said, 10 years ago. And I went, oh my goodness, 10 years. It's no wonder you haven't had a stroke yet. I said, you need to let that go. So I think finally, by the time we were done talking, she was ready to let it go. But that's what I'm saying. You hang on to something that long, and it will make you sick. When you feel that angry and that negative, your body's building new cells all the time. And it's building cells with the way you are. If you're feeling angry and negative, and you're building unhealthy cells. If you're feeling happy and positive, you're building healthy cells. Cells have memory. So for your own sake, your own health, your own peace of mind, let go of the past. Forgive it. Call it a success because it helped you get to where you are today, and move into the now where life is happening and enjoy it. You're going to be way ahead of the game if you can do that. Live in today. Let go of the past. Live in today. Be happy today. Whatever happened back then, it's gone, it's done, it's over. Let it go. Let it go. Forgive them, not for their sake, but for your own. So you can be happy, healthy, and have peace. Hey, I hope you have a great day. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'll see you tomorrow.